live yet? There we go.
There we
There
go.
we go.
It was just a spinning for a minute. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? Early, 8 o'clock here in Alabama. And it is, I just looked at the date and I forgot, the 25th, October the 25th.
October the 25th.
You know what that means?
What's that mean?
October's almost gone.
It is almost gone, isn't it?
October's almost gone.
I got a piece of light hitting the whisker right there. It
Oh,
looks like
come on.
you see it?
Yeah, just don't worry about such.
That's crazy. Looks like I got.
You got creamer in your coffee?
No, I
He drinks black coffee. I can't do that.
No, it ain't going away. Y'all just got to deal with it.
Everybody's gonna be telling you got, and that happened just overnight, obviously.
It's the way the light's coming in this
okay.
morning. I did trim my beard yesterday, though.
Okay, for the big event.
For the big event.
For the big event.
Yeah.
So, yesterday was a meet and greet here in Chilton County, Alabama. And we appreciate those of you that got to come, and those of you that didn't. Well, hopefully we'll meet you another time.
Absolutely, it was awesome. It always is. We always love meeting you guys, listening to you talk, listening to your stories. And, we get a lot of stories about, y'all helped us and that kind of thing. But you know what? I want to say these people help them. I mean, they are some strong, brave people. And I feel like they're giving us the credit, but they need the credit. Does that make sense?
Yes. Every time we have one of these events, you and I both go away just with a smile on our face and a feeling of just, it's just overwhelming to us. So many people, that tell us we had an impact on their life and whatnot. But in reality, it should be reversed.
Yeah.
It should be reversed because we feel so fortunate to be here to share something that you guys enjoy.
It's just unreal, the amazing stories we hear from y'all, and y'all are awesome. You're awesome and brave, special, any awesome, fabulous word you can think of.
That's right. That's right, Becky. It makes your heart full. You just go away with such, it's emotional. And you try not to get emotional in front of people.
I almost lost it 3 times yesterday.
The first person that we met yesterday, it was a woman and her son, and they were from over in Georgia. And just to hear her story, it just about brought tears to my eyes. But that was not her intentions.
No.
Her intentions were to tell us that we had helped her get through that time. But then again, it turned around on us, and we were the ones feeling the emotional effects.
She helps. Y'all help us. You have no idea. No idea.
And I must say that it was nice weather yesterday.
It was.
But to not be in that sun all day, it really, when we left that event, we didn't feel near as worn out or tired as we do when we leave the pedals events.
Yeah, I agree.
The fresh air, is enough in itself. And then, what is it?
I was just thinking about, so go ahead.
And then our concern over people that do stand in line when it's outside.
Yep.
And the heat and whatnot. It was just nice for a change up, to have an inside event. Yep. And we've been told that part of that building is going to be turned into something different here in the near future. So,
but we could have an impact on that's what I was told.
We could. I'll have to talk to Brandy about that.
I talked to that, but a local business person there told me that, if y'all wanted to do this more or do it here or whatever, that may change that situation and they not do away with that part.
Well, the city of Clanton got a grant for over $10 million. I was reading about it last night when we got home. $10 million, y'all, to build a new trade school. There's a trade school here already in Clanton.
Which warms my heart because and you know this, I have been preaching for 20 years for kids to get into trades. And each year it seems like they've been taking those trades away. You know, you used to have shop class and mechanical class. And our junior college at our hometown at one time had a booming auto mechanic class and auto body class, and they shut all that down.
Welding,
Welding, all those trades
cosmetology.
got shut down. But lo and behold, guess what's happening?
Well, the trade center's been here for years and
It
years.
has, but the enrollment is growing, is what we were told.
Well, it's a lottery right now. There's so many kids that want to be in the trade school.
Yes.
And the trade school's old. And so there's there's only so many spots that they can accommodate with the amount of space that they have. So right now it's a lottery. You know, all these kids want to get into it, and they're literally drawing names out of a hat to say, okay, you're in, but you're not. And so with the grant, that's going to allow them to let every kid that wants to go to trade school to do so. So that's it's a wonderful, wonderful
thing.
It
warms my heart because what they're realizing is, you know, they told all of us, you know, to get out of the trades. They were trying to get rid of the trades, and look what's coming back.
Well, I don't feel like artificial intelligence can do the trades.
Right now, it can't do plumbing and heating and electrical, and
it can't cut hair,
mechanic and cut hair, and you know, all those. They
can't start an IV yet.
No,
you know, nursing is even in the trade school. So I don't know. It's a good thing, and I know the county feels blessed to be able to build that new trade school.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
And it's going to be right there by the community college, right there by Jeff State Community College. They donated the land.
Yeah. And then we also learned that the local businesses, you know, not just in Chilton County, but the surrounding counties are already giving these kids jobs right when they get out of high school, when they get through with the trade school.
That's right. So they're guaranteed to have a job, and it's just not fair to those that want to do it and they don't have the space.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
The grant is a great thing, and and that, if I'm not mistaken, that trade school that's existing has been there a very long time, and it's just outdated, and there's no way they can remodel what's there.
That's right.
So they put these kids on buses at about midday, and then they bus them to the trade school, and they stay there the rest of the day and bus them back to the schools,
which is awesome. And that's not the only thing. You know, we got a new agricultural center for the high school down the road that's being built. Right. So we're seeing these things coming back, at least in our community, which is just, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's going to be a good thing. And and we are just happy to hear that that's going to be taking place. Now, of course, it'll take a couple of years for it to get built, but if it doesn't get started, it's never going to happen.
Right.
So the grant's been approved, the money's there, the property's there, and I think they'll get started on it fairly quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they'll get started on it quickly.
I saw a few minutes ago that Miss Donna is having open heart surgery on Tuesday and would like us to, say a little prayer for her, and we'll be thinking about her. And yeah, definitely be thinking about you, Miss Donna.
That's right. So it was just quite, it's always, we go away with a smile every time we have one of these events, and it just lets us meet more people that we haven't ever,
That's right.
We see your name, we see your comments.
Yep.
We appreciate everybody, but then to meet you in person and to hear your, whatever it may be that you got going on is just, I just can't, words can't express it.
Right.
How much we appreciate it.
Right.
People came from Maryland, North and South Carolina, Louisiana, Kentucky, Georgia, came from all over.
All over.
So it was, and then we had, local people.
We did.
So not to leave those out.
It was a fun event. I enjoyed it.
It was.
Absolutely. And always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Always do. And the event is put on by May Made It.
May made it. So if you don't follow May is not new to the game.
No.
May was in this crafting YouTube niche when it first got going.
Yep.
And so she is a seasoned original.
Yeah.
And if you like crafting and crafting's your thing, good gracious, you need to go follow Miss May.
Absolutely.
Her personality is just phenomenal, and she was built to do what she does.
Yeah, she's an amazing person. And she so she walked up to us and said that I made y'all something, and she did this on, I think, one of her live streams.
Well, I think it went on for several.
It may have, because it's pretty
in depth,
pretty awesome. And if you don't, May May's a crafter, and scrapbooking is kind of like her main thing.
Yes. She does everything.
She does everything.
But the beauty of her channel is you can watch her make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has a place right here in Clanton, Alabama, an open store that you can go in. You can buy the materials to make the stuff with, or she even ships it.
Mm-hmm.
So May, this is her channel. I want to show it before we go any further. May Made It Crafts. And y'all, you will love May. She's easy to love. And so when she brought this gift, they were all grinning. You know, she and some of her mates. That's what she calls that's what she calls her followers, the mates.
The mates.
They had an event. It's a week-long event, and there are people that come from all over to attend this week-long crafting event.
Yep.
Now, Miss Penny at So Charming, she also has part in these classes, and she has quilt making classes. So they both go on at the same time, and it's in half the back area of the college.
Mm-hmm.
And they have tables set up, and there's just crafting supplies everywhere. And you pay, and you come and you stay a week. Of course, they don't cover your room and board, but you're able to make the crafts and them supply the stuff and her help you with it. It's just fantastic. She's brilliant. She's brilliant to think of something like this. She really is. Yep. And y'all, there are ladies and men all in that room just crafting their little hearts out. So May's busy when we first get there, because they're still having, this was the last day of her event, and she allowed us and some other creators to come in and do a meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes over when she has a break, and she's carrying something. And she says, this is something that we told y'all we were going to make a long time ago. And we've been working on it. And it's a May Made It gift to Cog Hill Farm. And you can go back and you can see where she and some of her mates created this book that we can put photos in. It is thoroughly thought out and very well organized. And this is just an example of some of the things that she does.
Yeah, it's unreal.
I just don't have the ability to do. I guess if I went to May's crafting events, I could learn.
Yeah.
But it's just not something that comes natural to me. Her ideas are fantastic. And I think y'all would enjoy following her along. And
I do too. It's just so much. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And you don't have to make the crafts. You could just watch her make it.
Yeah, I bet some people would just enjoy. It's probably relaxing and enjoy.
I'm sure it is, just to watch her make it and see that
personality.
Finish. Her personality, she's just perfect. She's perfect for what she does. She's bubbly. She's one of those people that you don't think could ever get mad.
Yeah, I know it.
People say that about Jason all the time, that they think he's just happy all the time. And for the most part he is, and I'm sure May is, but like everybody, you're human. But May, she's meant to make it.
Look, those little things even move in there. Look at the little flowers.
So we were very excited to receive this book that she worked on so hard.
And it is so in depth. This is going to take a while to get that many pictures, which is probably the fun of the whole thing.
That's probably, the joy of it is you pick a day and you get some pictures together, and we'll let y'all see that as we fill it out. But May's awesome. May's awesome. And so was Miss Penny.
Yes.
From So Charming.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think. There was Miranda Stay Classy.
Mm-hmm.
She has a cooking channel. She was there. And then
Grace Monroe.
Now that's somebody that we'll talk about in the future, because we want to work with them on a project.
We do want to work with them.
I took some pictures of some things that she did.
Oh my goodness. And these are all local people. These are local people here in our county that have YouTube channels, and they all do something different. And it just warms my heart, and it's amazing.
When we lived in Dallas County in the Selma area, we don't know that we had anybody else that did YouTube.
Not that we know of.
Not, I mean, there may have been somebody,
Right.
but since we moved to Chilton County, we've realized that there are people that do this, and they want to, be friends, and
Yes.
everybody's in the same position. But y'all look at this. This
That's
is
a wreath.
Grace Monroe, and this is one of the wreaths that they had on display.
Unreal.
Isn't that cute?
And that is a mother and daughter.
That's a mother and daughter, and they make these wreaths on
Aren't
their
they beautiful, y'all?
crafting channel. I think I didn't have one more, but she had several. Those were two that I thought were so cute. Just a mother and daughter, and we knew who they were. We had met them before,
Right.
but never really talked in depth to them. To
Grace Monroe Home.
Grace Monroe Home. That's right.
That's them right there, and they're on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Yep. So we've got some ideas to work with them, and really look forward to becoming a closer knit community when we're all in the same boat. We do different things, of course, but that's what makes it wonderful.
And that gives you
that look how big that is.
Shows you how big it is. Oh, and they do how-tos on how to make those reefs. That's their thing.
That's right. They can, and they had something that was really cool, y'all. It was like and I don't know what to call it, so I'm gonna botch this up pretty bad, but they had these little pink things set up at their table, and it looked like a crock pot basically, and it had all these. I wish I had a picture of it. Does she show it on there?
I don't know. It
had all these little cut up pieces of stuff in it, and so I didn't want to. I kind of felt like I should know what that was.
Yeah.
So I didn't really ask, but somebody else was standing there and said, what is this? Da da da.
Let's see if they got.
Y'all, it's like a crock pot for hot glue.
Glue gun, hot glue gun.
And it melts cool. Your little glue pieces. You can buy the glue that's already cut up. And they tag teamed with this company, and they made them a specialized pot. What do they call it?
Goodness gracious. Crafting? No.
Zoom it out and see what she said in the description.
Okay. Adjustable temperature.
A glue skillet.
Glue skillet.
A glue skillet. Is that not brilliant?
Yeah.
When you're crafting, you got a glue gun there, and I hadn't used a glue gun in years. Maybe Carl does, because we always have to buy a new one all the time because they always break. But in the past, when I've used a glue gun, it's sitting there. You got something under it. That glue's oozing out. Just dripping. Just dripping. Well, this pot keeps your glue hot.
You just dip.
And I said, well, how do you clean it out? And she said, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never cleaned it out.
Yeah, they just let it get hard.
I just let it get hard. Yeah. And it's got a temperature setting on it where you can adjust it from hot to low. What she said, she usually starts it off real high because she's impatient, wants it to melt. And then she cuts it down on low, and it keeps it melted. Incredible, incredible idea. And they have their own little designed glue skillet.
Somebody want to know the name of it again. It's Grace Monroe Home. That's the mother-daughter that does the wreath making. And then I don't know if they want to know May made it or not too. I'm gonna put her up there too. And then of course we got May made it, and she does crafts and scrapbooking.
So of course we had can we post their channels? Well, we can't do it right now, but
can't do it on the live. Well, I mean, me and T probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and T
we would have to stop and put URLs and everything in it, so that's not possible. But of course, the Clack Shack was there. Clack,
and y'all all know Clack.
Yeah, we don't want to skip out on Clack, but Clack was there, and Clack did a big giveaway. He gave away some of his machines that he no longer had space for. He has the Clack Shack, and that's why it's called the Clack Shack. It's like his, well, I'm gonna call it his barn, his woodworking barn, and he just only has limited space. So he had some machines that you had to be present to win, and he gave those away at 3:00 yesterday afternoon. And wow, how nice of him to do that.
Yep, he did. He had a pretty big crowd there.
He did.
He's got a nice little following himself.
That's right. Yeah. So we always enjoy, hanging out with others, and he made the mention that we need to all get together more and feed off of each other and see if we can't,
And we do.
just help each other.
We do. And I love teaching
There it
other
is. Grace
creators.
Monroe and May made it.
There it is right there.
Thank you, Londa.
Show. Yeah, and I do love teaching what we've learned and helping, other channels out, and
there's always
kind of
something
things.
that we can learn.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
This is not a one-sided thing by all means.
That's right.
May's been in this. She's, like I said, she's one of the originals crafting channels.
Yep.
And every time we talk to her, she shares information with us, and we share information with her. And there's just, you're never too, like a dog, you're never too old to learn new tricks.
Absolutely. And I tell you guys that all the time in my videos. If y'all do go over there, tell them we sent, because we all get tickled. We all get tickled.
Just comment May had it. That's all you got to say. So I don't know why Jason had a hard time remembering May made it. But one day he and I were in conversation, and he's serious as can be.
Serious? I'm telling you, I was serious.
He was serious, and he referred, when you refer to May, it's now I feel like we refer to her as May. But when we first met her, we referred to her as May made it. It was all one word. May made it. Not Jason. May had it. May had it.
And I had no idea, y'all.
And he was serious. I said, Jason, it's not May had it. It's May made it. And so I told May that one day. And she said, you know what? When I finally do close the doors and I call it quits, I'm going to put a sign on the door. And you know what it's going to say? May had it.
Oh, me. Y'all, my mouth, stuff comes out of my mouth sometimes before my brain, and just that's part of former Jason. I can't change.
I said, well, she ain't had it yet. She's still making it.
Oh goodness.
But
luckily in the videos I can edit some of that stuff out.
You can edit those mistakes.
On the live streams I can't do it. But,
well, Jason was telling you guys how to measure out fertilizer. Isn't that what it was?
Yes.
In your last video.
Yes.
And had somebody comment or send an email saying that they watched it twice and that 20 teaspoons is not equal to a half a cup.
No, they said 20 tablespoons.
20 tablespoons.
And I said, oh my goodness, I messed up. And I told you, I said, I swear I remember saying teaspoons. I know
so it really got to Jason thinking that he had shared the wrong information. Yep. So he goes back and he plays it and he says, listen, I did say it right.
I did say it right.
She just heard it wrong.
Oh, goodness.
So at least he didn't say May had it on a video. That's just true. A replay. May had it.
That's true.
Yeah, May is a hoot. She is a hoot. And her and her husband Vinny are right here in Chilton County.
They are.
And we just happy to have them.
Yeah, we are.
Happy to have joined their crowd, so to speak.
Absolutely.
They were here first, long before us.
I think her name was Jeanette. And she wanted to know, did you receive a basket in the mail? And we had.
My goodness, yes.
And Brooke's been trying to figure out how to show in the videos, and we were going to harvest figs with it, but we just didn't have enough
What happened
figs.
that day? Something happened.
We were going, something happened. We were going to go harvest figs in it, and something happened. Caden, I can't remember. I cannot remember.
Anyway, we received the basket. It's beautiful, and we will be showing it. We appreciate it.
Stephanie, I Googled it. I didn't do it in my head.
What?
Well, I converted teaspoons.
Oh, no, y'all.
I Googled that.
He Googled that.
Oh, me, I Googled that.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
So we can't leave out this person. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she has a Facebook page. She's working on getting her YouTube channel going.
Oh, yeah.
This is somebody that we met because of our frequent to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Our frequenting to the United States Postal Service here in Clanton, Alabama, made us become friends with an employee.
Yep.
And her name is Renee. And Miss Renee,
she's a mess.
She would hand us our packages, and she got to figuring out that we had a farm, we had a YouTube channel, and come to find out she's good friends with a relative of mine. And so she started telling me about something that she does. And y'all, I never
Another
understood it.
YouTuber. Somebody said it's got to be something in the water around
It
here.
does. It just wasn't
I
that
say
way in
YouTuber.
Dallas County.
She's not a YouTuber.
She's not a
Facebook
she's,
and TikTok.
She's gonna
That's
do.
what she does.
She's gonna do.
We done got her where she's gonna start doing YouTube.
She's gonna start doing YouTube.
Yep.
Well, she has since retired from the post office, and she does these bomb parties.
Mhm.
And if you are a jewelry person, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. She would tell me about her bomb parties and having these lives and doing this and that. And I never could figure out what in the world she was talking about. And so yesterday she was at the event. She's a local, and she was just coming to visit and frequenting. And I started, I said, I don't even know what you got going on. And so she said, look, here, I do a live every Tuesday night at 7:30. And you can join my live to figure out, what I got going on. Well, this ain't Tuesday. I said, no. I want to know what you do. So Brandy, Clack's wife, standing there, and Renee says, well, what kind of jewelry do you like? And I said, well, Renee, I'm a simple girl. I wear this necklace every day. I wear these earrings. I wear this ring. Brandy said, earrings. That's what she needs. She needs earrings. She said, okay, so here's what you do. So what people do is they pay a certain amount for whatever piece of jewelry they want. Say they want bracelets, then they pay that. And what she does on her lives is she opens the gift, and you could get a diamond.
Yeah, but the gift is jewelry already.
Well, it's jewelry, but you could get a diamond. That's the joy of it, is you could get something a lot more valuable than what you pay for.
Right.
It's kind of like putting your money in a gumball machine, and you're hoping to get that, gift that's worth $20 when you may get something that's only worth the value.
I got you.
And so Brandy says she wants earrings. So Renee gifted me something, and we're going to open it on the live. And this is very similar to what she does. Now, I can't post her link on here, but I can tell y'all it is RENASJAZZY jewels.bombparty.com. We can scan that and people can scan it, but she's on Facebook only. So
TikTok too.
Well, I don't know anything about that. All right. So here's my little box, because Brandy suggested that I get earrings.
Yep.
And I said, okay, so I'll get earrings, and we're going to open it here, and let's hope I get diamonds.
No, she does all this. We haven't watched it. She was explaining it to us.
I could go back and watch an old live, but they say it's addictive to watch these.
I see a lot of people saying that.
And that is something, if y'all want to follow a new one, go follow Renee. Renee's Jazzy Jewels. All right. So it was in shrink wrap. Y'all see, this is legit. I don't know what's inside.
And I think on the top of the box, she explained, it tells you what you got in there. No,
on the inside. Yeah, on the inside, because it doesn't say anywhere on the outside.
Yeah.
So let's see. What do y'all think? She said if I get diamonds, she's going to be on the other end, just jumping up and down. She's going to be so ecstatic, because you just don't know.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Are they diamonds?
How do you know?
I can't see it.
They don't say on here.
Where does it say? Diamond cubic zirconia. Gold plating.
They look like diamonds.
Well, it is diamonds, but they're not real diamonds. MSRP $120. So these are pretty. This is something I would wear. So thanks to Brandy for suggesting earrings.
Pretty. Let me see if I can show them the pretty earrings.
There we go. So I have never watched one of these things, but I think that's a cool idea. And I can see how you could continue to go overboard with wanting to try to get something better than what you spent money on.
Ain't that cool?
Isn't it though? So y'all shout out to Renee. I wish we could put the link up and share her.
He said, don't wear those around Nugget.
Don't wear those around Nugget. So
I ain't lying.
I'm going to put these in, and thanks to Renee for explaining what the bomb party is. Look at there.
Oh, those are pretty.
They're pretty, aren't they?
They're pretty.
So there we go.
Fancy.
Don't shake too much.
Fancy. Oh my
All
goodness.
right. So she explained that to me, and I understand a little bit more. That you can purchase whatever you want.
Yeah.
On her live stream.
On her live stream.
On her live stream. And
Miss
she
Renee.
will open it up and mail it to you.
Yep.
So she still has a lot of affiliation, obviously, with the post office because she has to go ship this stuff.
That's true.
She has to go ship it. Well, maybe she uses UPS. I don't know. But anyway.
Yep. And she is a hoot.
Yeah.
She's an absolute.
Oh, I got a picture of us. She shared a picture.
She is a
to
hoot.
me because we didn't have each other's phone number. And so you'll know Renee when you go to Renee's Jazzy Jewels. That is her, me, and Jason. There we go. So it was fun. It was fun, and I can see how that could get. Yeah.
Nugget needs some fidget spinners.
I don't know what Nugget needs, but
somebody sent me an email that said I ought to get some boots and mount them out there somewhere.
I've got an old pair of tennis shoes. I think he'd like tennis shoes better because he likes the strings and whatnot. I've got an old pair of tennis shoes that I have wore slap out. My only concern is that he might get something in his mouth he's not.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
With boots, nothing would come off of them. So I don't know. Maybe that'll work. But the little ones, they don't have much interest in shoes.
Just Nugget.
They don't have much interest in shoes.
Just Nugget is the only one. Ain't that something?
It is.
We were talking to some people yesterday how they're all different.
Yes, very much so.
They all have their own personality and they're all different. There's me and T.
Thanks. There we go. Renee's JazzyJules.bombparty.com. Londa, you are on it this morning.
She is on it this morning.
We appreciate you very much.
But yeah, they're all so different, and it's just.
Oh, she said, say Brooke sent you.
Okay.
If you go over there, say Brooke sent you, so she'll know where you came up from.
That's true. Yep. Yeah. But and I think we as people that are not around animals, you think that they're all the same. You know what I mean? A cow's a cow, or a horse is a horse.
And they're all different personalities.
They're all so different.
I feel like Tater's personality is so much more outgoing than all the rest of them. Now, I don't know if all, I'm not even going to say it, what breed she is, Hereford, are like that, but Tater's a mess.
The boys are with Nugget. They're all together.
Mm-hmm. They're all together. They're all one big mob of emus.
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're all different. This morning it tickled me because I went ahead and fed this morning, and y'all, I'm going to feed Willie and Reska, and Willie's on this side of me and Reska's on this side. And I got to figure out how to record this. I'm going to have to set me up something.
Oh, with him doing his.
So when you're walking to the food bowl with Willie, he's doing this the whole time. And his lips are moving, and you can see his cheeks. He's so excited for that food. He's the entire walk. He's doing that.
You got 2 buckets in your hand, and there's no way that you can possibly record his sound. So you're right. You got to figure out a way to.
And Reska makes no sounds. Reska's just walking like a regular horse, like this.
I think that tells us all we need to know.
But Willie, I'm telling y'all the truth. He's so excited. I mean, you can just see it all over his body. I mean, he's fidgety and he's twitching and it's so funny. And they're all different. All different.
I really think that Willie has been food deprived in his
sure
lifetime.
Yeah. And if you just saw him when we first got him, he's been food deprived. That's for sure.
And Reska has not. I mean, maybe she has at one point, but not while she was with Miss Nancy.
Mm-mm.
She was well taken care of, and we know that for a fact.
Right.
But we don't know Willie's past, and I think he's just so excited to have.
He's so excited.
A regular scheduled feeding.
Excited. So when you go in the barn, and because right now, we got them. How we're doing it, there's a crack about yay wide, and we have to tie the barn because Willie will open the barn up. He will open the barn up.
He
So
gonna
got it
fix his
tied,
food himself.
and you can see he's looking like this.
I
And
see
that
y'all.
little crack, Willie's this close to that barn door when he hears us come up. And he'll stay there the entire time. He'll swap over to this side.
And he's gotten to where he tries to paw at the door.
And you can hear him here. Oh, oh. It's so funny. It is so funny.
But
Bless his heart.
I think Willie is finally to spot in his weight where he's going to remain consistent.
Yes.
He may be still gaining, but I feel like he's pretty steady right now.
I got a good shot of him in the last video of him standing there, and he's just standing there, and he looks at me like this and comes back, and it's from here to about midway, and he looks amazing. I mean, you can see his muscles, no ribs showing anymore. Yeah, he looks absolutely amazing.
And Reska, she doesn't require half the food that Willie requires to just stay, where she is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a perfect example of all animals are different. We can't feed Willie and Reska the same amount and then both be satisfied, even though they're within 100 pounds of each other.
Yeah.
Willie requires a lot more feed to keep weight on than Reska does. And we finally at that level using this Kalmbach senior feed that we feel like is perfect for them.
It is going great. And then mixing the
forage with it.
Absolutely.
Thankful to Jamie for telling us about that. They sure don't drop the feed like they used to.
Not at all.
So
yeah, I don't. This morning I really got tickled at him.
He's a happy boy.
I was smiling all the way to the food bowl.
He is a happy boy. A very happy boy.
Oh goodness.
All right. So Mary Crawl and I, where did we go? I don't know where we went, but we were on the way home. It must have been Harrison Lake. And I got a phone call and it said potential scam. And I thought, oh, here we go. So I answered the phone and I said, hello. And they said, yes, ma'am. In a semi-foreign voice. It was English, but it was an accent. Mm-hmm. You have been the lucky winner. Well, y'all, I've gotten to where this really, really gets off with me because I think to myself, there are people out there that are, believing that they have won something. And I said, okay. So I've gotten to where I kind of play along with them. Oh, goodness, what have I won?
Mm-hmm.
He said, you have won $1 million in a sweepstakes. And I said, okay, what do I have to do? Well, he proceeds to tell me that all he needs is $1,000 to claim.
That's all.
And I don't have to give him any credit card, no social security number, no driver's license.
Just send him $1,000.
Just send him $1,000. And so I said, look, I said, you know what? I said, does it not hurt your heart to know that somebody may actually do this? And he said, no, ma'am. And I said, why not? I said, you could go and you could get a job and you could quit calling people and trying to get somebody to bite on paying you $1,000 and you could actually make money. And he said, I have a job. And I said, okay. He said, I do this to try to get extra money. And so we're carrying on a conversation, right? I'm trying to figure out what's in these people's heads. And I said, okay, well, if you have a regular job, why don't you just get a second job that actually pays and quit wasting your time trying to scam somebody out of their hard-earned money? And he said, if I get one person to do it, then I'll quit. And I said, so you're telling me if one person pays you $1,000 that you're not going to do it anymore? And he said, absolutely.
Wow.
And I thought it was just absolutely, I don't know the words for it, for him to have sat there and told me that that's his goal. And once he scams one person out of $1,000 that he's going to quit. He's not going to quit. I told him, I said, you know what's going to happen? If you get one person to pay you $1,000, you're going to strive for $2,000. He said, no, ma'am, I will quit. And I tried to talk him out of it. I said, look, why don't you just go get you a second paying job? But him just telling me the reasoning behind it, I know somebody does it. He said he's never had anybody to bite. He's never had anybody to pay the $1,000, but he's not going to quit.
He's not going to quit.
And the thing is the number comes up, potential scam.
Yeah, the phones are starting to get smarter on those the phone calls, but it's the AI and the emails and the comments and the messages now and the text messages.
It's just unbelievable to me that in his mind he was going to stop if he got one person to commit to that $1,000. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. And he has a full-time job and he does this part-time.
Allegedly.
Now, I don't trust him any further that I can throw him because he's already admitted to being a thief.
Yeah.
He's already admitted to it.
I can't believe he didn't cuss you out and hang up on you. That's normally what they do.
He carried on a conversation with me. And I just, it just broke my heart for him to tell me. I said, look, these people, I said, you might get somebody to buy it that's on a limited income and you take their last dollar. How's that going to make you feel? He said, I feel good about it. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what goes through people's heads to make them want to scam somebody out of money.
Yep.
But y'all do that. Talk to them. Ask them what they're probably going to cuss
99% of the time they cuss you out.
Well, this guy didn't. And it was the first time I'd had anybody talk to me because usually I get the business handed to me. But he's not going to quit. He told me he's not going to quit. He'll quit when he gets his $1,000.
Yep. I wanted to show something that somebody sent me, and you gonna knock the light over, baby. That's enough. She's making a bed out of a quilt, and she's done gone.
Not a quilt, a blanket.
I mean a blanket, and she's done gone 15 foot, scratching it this way, and she's fixing to hit the light. She can't get it just right.
Down now.
She can't get it just right. You got it.
I used to not answer those calls either, but I've gotten to where I need to hear the reasoning behind it.
Oh goodness! Somebody said their grandfather was taken for all his money.
I'm telling y'all, that's why they do it, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick to know that it may not have been in that way. It may not have been you pay $1,000 and you win 100,000, but there's all kind of scams. Anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay. So y'all know that I'm collecting my great grandma's china. The oh gosh, my mind went. Colonial Homestead is the name of it, and it's the green and white china. And a lot of y'all have been sending me pieces, and I appreciate it so much. And I thought I knew this china, and I see pieces pop up. Well, this lady sent me some pieces that are different and hard to get. And I have seen, she sent me the sugar bowl and she sent me the gravy bowl. I've seen those, but I have never, ever seen the salt and pepper shakers.
Jason's face lit up. He said, oh my goodness, there's salt and pepper shakers.
I've never seen these. Well, y'all, my face really lit up when I saw this next piece. And it shows you how times have changed throughout the years.
Right.
And it is the coolest piece. It's an ashtray. I got so tickled and also excited about an ashtray. Now, I've never smoked in my life, but I mean, we all had people, parents and grandparents. I mean, it was the norm.
Right.
So it was so much the norm that
they made a piece of china.
That was an ashtray. And it's got the place where you put your cigarette right there. I was just...
And it says small ashtray.
It did say, I took the little sticker off because
it said small ashtray. So that told us.
Front. They make a big one.
They make a big ashtray too. Isn't that crazy?
It is so crazy. No, it actually said ashtray on it. It's not a spoon rest. I don't think it would have 3 little individual things if it was a spoon rest. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I don't know how one person could smoke 3 cigarettes either.
It would be like
the whole family. Yeah. The family sitting at the table.
It's sitting right there.
It's not a spoon rest. This is an ashtray.
Yeah, it was.
It was marked, and it was from Replacements.
It was from Replacements.
So Replacements labeled it ashtray.
Somebody said their uncle collected hotel ashtrays, and that got me thinking when I got this piece. I remember, parents and grandparents, they all had those elaborate ashtrays in the house.
Yes. Yes. The ones that I remember at my grandparents' house were the clear crystal like ones that were real thick, on the
Yes.
edges, and then it kind of went straight down and then it was flat
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
I remember that being at my Meemaw's house forever.
The
Forever.
the one I remember at great grandma's house, whose
She used
China.
that one?
I never saw this one. And she didn't smoke, or at least she didn't at that stage, but she may have smoked earlier. I have no idea. But she had turtle shells, empty turtle shells, and
Oh
some
my
of them
goodness,
had been
Jason.
some of them had been eaten like clear coated.
That's something I've never seen.
So she had old turtle shells, and they were all on. She had a screened in front porch. And so everybody hung out on great grandma's screened in front porch, and she had the turtle shells sitting there, and that's what people would use for the ashtrays, were those turtle shells.
How about that? That's something I've never seen before.
And I can see them right now to this day.
And I also remember those kind that were kind of an orange brown tinted.
Oh yeah.
Glass.
Yep.
My Meemaw collected matches for a long time. I remember going into
that was really
her house, and she had this big, huge, clear vase like thing, and it was slapped full of matches,
matchbooks,
yep. Which I thought at the time, when we took her house, after she passed away and we moved into her house, I thought that stuff needs to be thrown in the garbage can, and I don't know what happened to it. But now I think back, and boy, would I love to have all those matchbooks and see the different, because that was something restaurants had at the cash register.
Hotels. Who else had matchbooks? Restaurants and hotels were the two main ones that I remember. But who else gave you the matchbooks? I'm trying to think of anybody else, but restaurants and hotels are really common.
Yeah, she had it was slap full, and I thought it was crazy at the time. Like I said, because I was just a kid, 9 or 10 years old, and didn't know why Meemaw collected all those matchbooks, but now I wish I had them.
Taverns. That's it. Bars and taverns had matchbooks. Weddings.
Well, did they sell them at gas stations, or did they give them away?
I bet I don't know.
You would think they would have sold them.
Banks had them. I can see that.
She had a whole bunch of them, and I'm sure it was from places that she had been, on trips and whatnot, and just picked it up and stuck it in that jar.
I can tell you right now, somebody said ashtrays in cars. Not only do we have ashtrays in cars, so of course all the kids sat in the back.
And the door had a little ashtray on
what
the side.
What else did it have? It had a cigarette lighter in there. So did. A 5-year-old had free access to pushing that thing in.
Does our bus have a cigarette lighter in the back?
No, I don't have one in the back.
Well, I mean, like the back seats right there. I didn't know if there was like a.
I hadn't seen anything back there, but us kids had free access, and I remember pushing that thing.
Oh yeah.
And looking at it, letting it glow.
Yeah.
Putting it back in there, pushing it again. I mean, how many car fires were started by kids in the back with access to a lighter? And
now look, seat belts are required by law.
Yeah.
They make you wear a seat belt. But yet there was a cigarette lighter made in the back
right
seat.
There in the back seat.
Boy, how things have changed in just a short period of time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this was, that long ago. And of course, people still have those cars, and cigarette lighters still work in the back of them, I'm sure.
I'm sure they do.
But I bet most of the time you're not going to find that cigarette lighter in there. It's probably been taken out.
May have been taken out, lost, or the heating element may have got burned out on it.
It's true.
Airline and airports had matches.
Yep,
matchbooks.
Huh.
Ain't that something?
Car dealerships.
I didn't think about that. I guess it was like giving away pens and calendars.
Yeah.
People did matchbooks.
Oh, y'all. So we walk into our event yesterday, and we told y'all some of the channels that were there, and we had asked Clack earlier in the week. We said, do we need to bring table and chairs and stuff? Nope. Got tables, we got chairs, we got snacks, we got water. Okay. He said, all you need to bring is your table decorations. Well, Jason copied me on the text that Clack sent him, and when I read it, I was like, table decorations? I don't have any table decorations. So I said, well, we've been working all week, and we ain't thought nothing else about just going to the event, showing up. So we walk into the banquet room or whatever where everybody's set up, and everybody's tables are
Was cute.
beautiful. Let me see.
Everybody
There's
was cute.
Renee. Hey, Renee.
Is she on here?
Renee's Jazzy Jules. There she
There
is.
she is.
So Renee, we opened it up, and I got these earrings. If you're just joining us, and I shared your bomb party details.
She got the Cubert. How you say it?
Oh, Jason, stop.
Cubert zirconium. Is that right?
No, it's not right. Well, you can't really see, but this is Grace Monroe's home. Grace Monroe home, and this is their table set up behind us. So you see all that pink, and they had their wreath set up, and everybody's stuff was set up so cute. And they had this banner on the side. Cog Hill Farm had simply a table, but we were there, and we felt really silly because there were a couple of people that walked through there, and they were like, I know who most of these other people are in here, but who are y'all?
Who are y'all?
Because we had no indication of who we are. We had a banner made for the Petals event, but it was 10 foot long, and we thought there's no way we can hang this up in there. So we were the only one without any kind of indication of who we were. What you doing?
I was trying to find that, keeping it classy.
No, it's hard to find. Are you on YouTube?
I'm on Facebook.
Oh, stay classy.
Stay classy. There it is. I was going to show her table too.
Yeah, she had a little photo thing set up.
She did. Well, she had a photo thing set up. I thought her table was there. Let's see. Well, she had a photo thing set up where you could take pictures with her, and her table was full of treats and cookies and all that. And thanks, Terry. It was nice. It was really, really nice. And yeah, everybody was did up. Clack was did up.
He had all his
Charmings
arms, you know.
was did up. Heel Farm was a white tablecloth with
and that the white tablecloth was only because that's what they put up. You know, that's what they had on there for. So we looked really, really silly. But you know, nobody that came to visit cared, and we didn't really care either. It was just kind of funny.
Yep.
They said just say CZ.
CZ, that's what I'm gonna say. They were CZ
zirconia.
CZ diamond earrings.
That's right. I thought they were real, Renee. I was like, I got the diamonds. I got the diamonds.
If you'd have got them, everybody would have thought it was rigged.
Yeah, they would have.
Oh,
should have displayed your kid books. Well, nobody sold anything.
Have.
You know, it wasn't anything for sale. It was just a meet and greet.
We don't have a persimmon bread recipe,
Jason.
but we have a.
Okay, so Grit Magazine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But we have a persimmon cobbler recipe.
We do, and I know I saved this.
And I want to say this about our recipe page. A lot of people don't know it's 2 pages. So if you scroll down and don't see the recipe you're looking for, you'll see at the bottom, it'll have like turn the page. It'll say page 1, page 2. You can turn the page and there's more pages out there.
That's right. Yeah. Know that there's more than one. Pocket's fine.
Yeah, Pocket's fine.
I've seen a couple of people ask about Pookie or Pocket, and Pocket is absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing going on with Pocket.
What's the pit?
So it was on Grit Magazine. Now I see this thing. PETA from Milligan Farm shows up on my Facebook feed. We commented on PETA's stuff. Mm-hmm. We're friends with PETA, but certain people that I comment on mm-hmm. don't show up.
Yeah.
Well, PETA shows up, and it shows that she comments on Grit Magazine sometimes. Well, I saw this come up. Who doesn't love pie? Try persimmon custard pie this autumn. And it was a recipe. And so I commented back a picture of our persimmon mm-hmm. tree. And I said, thank you for sharing this. But y'all, it's on Facebook under Grit Magazine. And I thought I would try to make this.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It is a phenomenal looking recipe.
That would be great.
It's kind of a spicy kind of thing. It's got nutmeg in it. I think it's going to be good because it's very easy. They say try this instead of pumpkin pie.
Okay.
So we got the persimmon, and I think that's going to be a good recipe to try with our persimmon pulp.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and it's very easy.
Good.
Very easy.
That's what we like.
So we do have the recipe for the persimmon. Is it cobbler? Is that
It's a cobbler.
cobbler on
I
the?
think we said pudding, but we misspoke, and it's a cobbler.
I don't know if it says pudding or cobbler, but
cobbler.
it's persimmon.
Yep. Yep.
It is persimmon. So I want to make that because you were saying that some
screenshot
of them,
it just in case you can't find it again.
Oh, I got it in my notes.
Okay.
I
good.
saved it. That's
Good.
the only way I know how to do things.
Okay.
If I save it in my notes.
Good.
Or send it to myself on Facebook.
I got you.
You know you can do that.
You can
right?
do that too.
Yeah. Type my own name in a message and send it to myself. And that's my problem is I don't remember if I saved it in my notes or if I put it in my Facebook messages.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's either one of the two.
Brenda Gantz got a persimmon pie recipe too, somebody said.
Carrie Gibbs said that. Carrie Gibbs said that. Well, Carrie, have you made Brenda Gantz persimmon pie? I know if Brenda made it, it's got to be fantastic. Persimmon, that the fuyu persimmon that Jason grows is unlike the wild persimmons.
Yes, non-stringent.
Somebody wanted to know what it tastes like. It's different.
It's a mild flavor. It's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. Now, I have bought some in the grocery store before. As a matter of fact, when we first made Scott's persimmon cobbler recipe, I bought them at Whole Foods. And I encourage you to pick one up and try it for yourself.
Yeah, try it and see.
I bet you your grocery store's got them. And they're the beautiful, it looks like a lemon almost. It on the tree.
Right now it does, but they're turning orange.
Right.
So they're going to look orange.
So if you see them in your produce section, I encourage you to pick one up and try it. Of course, peel it first and see what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the Asian or Japanese persimmons.
That's right. The fuyu version. Now, what Peaches used to eat was the little native ones where you can cut them in half and it's either going to have a spoon, a fork, or a knife to supposedly predict the winner.
Yep.
I might do that today. I might go on a search for a wild persimmon
and
see what our winner's going to be.
The only thing about doing that is I near about cut my finger off trying to cut through those things. Have y'all ever tried that before?
The seed is just about.
It's like an almond, shaped like an almond. Yeah, and it's really flat, and they're hard. And so you got to get a razor blade to cut this thing, and it wants to fall and flip over.
You know
and
what
you're
I
trying
could
to
do?
hold it.
I could put it in the vise first and let the vise hold it instead of my fingers.
Maybe so.
And then slice it in half.
They're so hard to slice in half.
They say that we're going to have a hard winner.
Is that what they've been saying?
Well, that's what they've been saying, but persimmon's going to tell the truth.
We'll
if I get a knife and it tells me I got to cut through ice, I'm going to put it back and get another one.
Yeah.
Because I don't want an icy winner.
That's right.
I got to put it back.
So it's a spoon,
a fork, and a knife.
So what's the fork?
A fork is you're going to have to, it's going to be mild. I don't know. I don't know.
What's the fork? I think
a fork is mild. A spoon is you're going to have to shovel the snow.
And then the knife is
you're going to have to cut through the ice.
It's going to be so cold that it cuts like a knife.
But I think a fork is just going to be mild.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
I don't know what the fork stands for. What's the fork stand for?
I think that's right.
We're going to get a bunch of answers at one time.
That's right. Yep. But I am looking forward to making that pie because we did not grow any pumpkins to put up this year. So persimmons will be just as good.
Yep, I agree.
And I got to figure out what I'm going to.
The fork is a rake.
Okay, so it's normal, right? The fork is a rake. You're right, Brooke. Okay. Well, it's a good guess. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Good guess.
I guess you just rake the leaves.
But we do have some wild persimmon trees on the property here. And I'm going to try to find one because that's got me interested. I've seen some other people do it, but not in our area. I haven't seen what they said about our area.
Yeah, I haven't seen what they said about our area.
It is weird, though, because if you open them up, more than likely they're going to be the same.
We did it one year at the old farm. That's how I know that I almost cut my finger off. And you'll get...
They opened 3, and they were all 3 spoons.
And I think we did a bunch.
Yeah.
We did like 5 or 6.
Well, no wonder. You had 6 times the opportunity to cut your finger off.
And of course, they wouldn't go perfect and all that, but they were different. But you would get, like 3 spoons and 1 fork or something.
They can't do that with the fuyu persimmon, which is the Asian version.
Yeah, the seed's
This is the native persimmon, the ones that Peaches used to eat.
Yep.
You know what? If I find a tree and I collect one,
You gonna give Peaches some?
I'm gonna give Peaches some. You reckon she might give you that raise? She might give me that raise.
That's probably what she'll do.
If I take them to her, she can give me that raise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, spoons here in North Carolina. Ooh, goodness.
If we get a spoon here, I'm gonna be.
No, I don't want to. I can handle a spoon. The snow's gonna be okay. I don't want the ice. The knife is the ice. We don't need that ice.
I got you. No, we don't need any ice because we can actually get ice.
That's right.
We don't need it.
We don't need the ice.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, we gotta go look for persimmons. Some of us do anyway. Some of us have a mechanic coming. Mr. George, our good
I had that written down.
Is coming here today, and he has the Volkswagen motor put back together. So we shall see how far that goes.
Got some stuff we got to do. The fuel gauge doesn't work, so we're gonna try to see if we can get that going. He's got to rewire some stuff because we're going from a generator to a alternator. So those old buses had generators on them, kind of like Big Joe. Big Joe had a generator on it, and I updated it to an alternator. So got that coming, and so we got to do some rewiring.
So I may not get the motor in, but things are happening before.
Things are happening. Oh, I want to do this real quick. Okay. I want to show the motor. I want to show y'all this motor. Now, this thing, look at this. This is it loaded in the back of his truck right here. Look at this. Look at that motor.
It's immaculate.
That is the motor that was in
the bus.
Termite. That's the motor right there. Look at that.
It's in the back of his vehicle, ready to come over here and get unloaded and hopefully put in. But it depends on how far he gets.
Is that not unreal?
George is
that is unreal.
He's a piece of art himself. I mean, I'm telling you, I've never seen somebody so just want things to be so right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good characteristic to have. And he warned us. He said, I want it to be done right. And you know, you're gonna have patience with me because I'm not gonna put something back together that's not ready.
Right.
So we've been patient and we will continue to be patient. But my barn needs to hold hay, not Volkswagen buses.
I think is going to be sooner than later.
I hope so.
But I don't want to jinx myself.
No, we're not rushing anything.
I don't want to jinx myself.
Just saying that it needs to hold something other than the bus.
That's right.
You know, the barn.
Right. I agree.
And skillets. It doesn't need to hold skillets either. It held skillets for quite some time. It did hold
skillets for a while.
But it served its purpose. And it's time for it to move to the shop. Don't you think?
Yep.
Yeah. Shabarn.
Patsy said Peaches will ask for more bedding if it's too cold. You got to watch the last video. Yesterday's video, I actually gave Peaches some more bedding.
Well, that's funny because I had given her some too.
Oh, you can see her nose. You can see her nose trail in there where she's been pushing. It's just like this little swirlies like this. And I said, I put another bag in there for her. Well, it's getting about this deep now.
I took the bag and I sat it there. So when I sit the bag there, she gets up and she comes over to the bag and she's rooting on the bag trying to help me open it.
Oh, yeah, she knows.
And I said, Peaches, I don't have a knife. I don't have anything. And I tear it open and she starts going to work.
Is Mike Key on here? I saw somebody laughing at Mike Key.
I don't know.
Oh, goodness.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, big game for the Tide. I'm probably going to have to cut the TV on in the barn. Hope George don't mind.
George don't mind. But George is not a football fan, so he may not understand all that jumping and hollering and skipping and jumping. And well, let's hope that you do that anyway. Oh, they play South Carolina today?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's South Carolina.
At South Carolina.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, well, we will plan to be back here Tuesday morning.
In the morning.
Tuesday morning. I'll have a video tomorrow, and things are planned to go as usual. Some people still are having a hard time adjusting from Tuesday afternoon, but I tell y'all, it's really been a good adjustment for us. And
it really has.
We hope that it hasn't inconvenienced y'all too much. Because that means if you get there at Tuesday afternoon at 4:00, we've already done the live and you can catch the replay.
Yep,
right?
That's right. Absolutely.
So we hope. Are you finished with your coffee?
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Well, I got just a sip left, and we hope everybody has a wonderful weekend no matter what you're doing.
Y'all be good.